back with another video. So before we get into the video, my beauties, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you can get notifications for my videos when I post, and stay tuned. So listen, as you can see by the title, I am going to be giving my feedback about a certain situation that happened not too long ago, I would say a few days ago. And I've been debating, should I do this video? Should I not? I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? There's no harm in it. I'm just giving my opinions and a little feedback to go along with it. So as we can see, and as a lot of you may know, especially if you clicked on this video, maybe the title has grasped your attention, or maybe you've heard something about it, but there was a situation, and I'm going to be straightforward. This is my opinion and how I feel about the situation. Not saying that I'm right, but I'm going to tell you guys how I feel, not based on anyone else's opinion or what everyone else is saying. So you guys know Queen Naija, which is an up and coming singer who's from the YouTube world, and she made it pretty, she did a very good job, coming from YouTube and making it into the music industry, and she's holding herself down. I absolutely love her music, her voice, etc. Her story, where she comes from. And sometimes I feel like people don't give her the credit that she deserves when it comes to her music. So we're going to focus on the music, since this subject is about the music. So there a few days ago, well, let's start with Sunday. Sunday, the Soul Train Awards aired on television, and she was in a soul cipher. She was in a soul cipher with Kelly Price, this other guy, and it's actually my first time hearing about the other guy. I don't remember his name, but there's another guy as well from the show Star, and just to pretty much give you guys a little bit of what's going on. Now, in the beginning, maybe like a few months ago, when Queen went to record the Soul Train Awards cipher, she kind of was like contemplating and really wasn't comfortable, didn't feel comfortable, felt like she wasn't ready, or she was afraid, a little fearful about doing the cipher. Now, that in itself, being able to do something as huge as that, some people may not look at it as something as huge. They probably would say, I see some people say, oh, the it's not the Grammys, this and that. Let me tell you something. People place titles on things and hold certain things to certain standards, or view it as something that's better than something else. Anything, any type of award show, just the fact that, like she said, just the fact that she was nominated as Best New Artist, and just to have that opportunity to be nominated and perform on television, that there in itself is a blessing, and a lot of people don't understand. And I think sometimes with the people that have so much to say about it, oh, it's not as important, oh, it wasn't this, it wasn't that, those are the bitter people. Those are the people who are actually upset because this young lady had the opportunity to experience that. And by her coming from YouTube, and it seems like the person that has the biggest struggle in the beginning, that comes from the biggest struggle, a lot of people are prone to be more harsh towards them. It's as if they're jealous, of where they came from. And that's the honest truth. And it's not just with her, it's with other people as well. And it's, it's a lot of people who, the same people who say certain things about, oh, we're supposed to have unity, black power, this and that. Let me tell you something. Those are the same people that be inside the comments talking that junk, talking that mess, being negative, 24/7 all the time. And you could tell because sometimes, I'll see a negative comment and, I'll click on someone's page and then they'll have like a Bible verse or something positive in their profile on Instagram or something. And you're pretty much fake because you're not living up to that standard. Nobody's perfect, but at the same time, if you're going to represent something, like positivity or something like that, make sure it's reflecting throughout the things that you do, especially when you make comments. It's just, absolutely ridiculous. But anywho, the other singer, a lot of people don't know her, this newer generation. Her name's Lil Mo. And she has some things to say about Queen, her performance and her voice and her abilities, her capabilities, this and that. Now, there's a difference. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out when someone is trying to shade someone. And a lot of people like to cover up and say, well, she didn't lie and this and that. It's not about how, it's not about what you say. It's about how you say it. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out when someone is trying to shade someone or when someone is just being downright shady. And a lot of times people take that word shady and throwing shade to another level. They try to turn it into something that's positive when it's really not. When you shade someone, you're pretty much being rude to them, and they're making social media itself is making shading something normal, when in actuality you're just being mean to someone for no reason. And it's not good. It creates a bad habit for yourself as a person, and then it begins to spill over into your personal life, and then you wonder why things aren't happening for you. You wonder why you're going through this. You wonder why you're going through that. Because at the end of the day, we still have to pay for the things that we say and the actions that we do, the way we make people feel, and congrats, cahoots to the Shade Room. Shade Room is a business. They post things in hopes of you guys coming to their channel to throw shade at people. And you could tell that some of the posts that they make is they're actually done in hopes of people making comments and throwing shade towards that person. So, it's the business. That's their job. That's what they do. However, some people do take it to the next level. And Lil Mo, I feel like she did that in the situation. It's one thing to encourage someone. You can encourage someone. You can build someone up without tearing them down, or throwing shade or being, salty about something. And the way she worded her post about Queen and her performance was downright disgusting. It was nasty, and just the part where she says, oh, well, you can tell the difference of someone who deserves to be up there, or pretty much someone who was just booked just to be booked. So you're pretty much coming for her talent. And another thing I wanted to say, like, a cipher is somewhere to display your talent. There's no rules to a cipher, as in, a type of voice that you need to have, or, people can have soul. There's different types of singers and performers in this world. Everyone doesn't sound the same. And who are you to say, oh, this person doesn't have soul? I believe Queen has a lot of soul. She may not sound as loud, and her voice may not be as powerful as Kelly Price, or as powerful as someone else, Patti LaBelle, etc. But her voice is her voice. That's what God blessed her with. She's not going to sound exactly like everyone else. She may not be able to exert herself, or blow out not even saying because she's pregnant, you know what I'm saying? Just in general, even if she wasn't pregnant and she still wasn't able to you know, sing at a very high or strong level. At the end of the day, that's her voice. That's what God blessed her with. There's no rules to saying, oh, you know, you don't qualify to be in a cipher because, you know what I'm saying, there's people that can sing you under the bus. That's stupidity. That's ignorance. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people, you know, choose to not associate with other people, because some people are just so negative. They feel like they have to tear someone down in order to get their point across. And that shouldn't be the case. So, you know, I definitely feel like that was actually, you know, very rude of her. And honestly, you know, she should apologize to her. But, you know, some people are set in their own ways. Some people pretty much feel like they're right, you know. And you could tell by the end of the message, you know, what she said about, oh, and I don't care what this person says or that person says, because I can do this. You could tell there was no genuineness, and she wasn't being genuine with that message at all. So people just need to really just save it, saying, oh, well, she told the truth. There was no truth in that, because at the end of the day, you got a rapper. One rapper is not going to rap like the next person in a rap cipher. Who am I to tell the next rapper, oh, yeah, you could tell that you were just booked, you know? No, there's different styles of rapping. There's different styles of singing. You know, you don't get to say who is a soul singer. You don't know what that person's feeling. Just yelling and to the top of your lungs, or, you know, doing all this stuff, that doesn't make you a soul singer. You have to be able to feel it. You know what I'm saying? So, and Soul Train chose her for a reason. So, I'm pretty sure they knew what they were doing. And everything isn't negative, you know. Some people say, oh, you know, they chose her, you never know, to set her up or this and that. Let me tell you something. Everything isn't negative, okay? And in this situation, people need to stand up for what's right. Lil Mo was wrong, and that's that. She was wrong for what she said. There's a better way to deliver the message, and also, if that's how you felt, that's a better way to deliver the message. Now, and just because you felt that way doesn't make it right. You're entitled to your opinion, but you delivered the message the wrong way. And just because you're entitled to your opinion doesn't make you right. Doesn't make me right. So people just need to stand up for what's right and stop going along with stuff just because you don't like a person. Because a lot of people do that. They go along with something as long as it's going against someone that they don't like. They agree. They'll agree to the fullest with that other person just because they don't like this person or that person. So I just wanted to give my little feedback about it. And, you know, you guys leave a comment. Let me know what you think, your thoughts about it or whatever. And I will see you guys in my next video. Love you.